Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. We're going to take a look at XRP today. We've not covered it for quite a while on this channel, so it's definitely time we had a look at what seems to be going on in terms of price action. We are using the Bitstamp chart here. I do not trade on Bitstamp, but it just has more of the data available. All-time highs at rare, I don't think it hit that quite high. I think on most exchanges it hit pretty much about $3.10 or something around there. But ever since then, we had a major sell-off. That's what pretty much happened throughout the rest of the bear market of that 2018 period. And then going back into last year, we had a rise up to this level here, which we did hit $1.96 before we did get a bit of a retracement. From those highs to the lowest point that we did manage, we did a 73% drop, which is not really too bad considering a lot of other altcoins with 85 to 95% drops. Last year and probably the previous year, XRP really hasn't performed as well as some other altcoins, and it has kind of taken a back foot, but that's just mainly down to the SEC lawsuit and a lot of things going on. So it is still around, it's still building, and in my opinion, I think XRP has probably got one of the best networks out there. I mean, it is undeniable that the speed and the cost effectiveness of the network is probably one of the best in the crypto space, but it just gets a little bit flack due to that centralized aspect. But for me, that doesn't really bother me. I'm happy with the speed of the blockchain, and that's what we come to crypto for, don't we? We come for speed and cost effectiveness, and that's what it does offer. So we didn't really rally. We didn't rally hard like some of the other ones like AVAX and Solana and Bitcoin, for example. We did do a good rise. I mean, $1.96 can't be sniffed at, but I mean, it is what it is, and we've had started to come down now. And if you look at this in terms of a bit of, let's say, perspective, we are pretty much in a downtrend here. Obviously, a few weeks, it's not accurate, is it? But it's fair or thereabouts, and you get the picture that is a clear downtrend, which we do need to break above to really regain any price action. Doesn't look too bad on a weekly, does it? But when we come down to a daily, you can see it's just been a fairly steady sell-off over the course of the last, what we'd say, pretty much the last year and a half. So what I want to do first is identify a couple of key levels, and straight away we've got a level there. So if we just mark it up with the horizontal line, if you look here, bang, I have a bit of a zoom into this point, but look at this, it was a double bottom, which we tapped at 51 cent, and we came down, bounced up, come back again, and then pushed to the upside and went on to create some new all-time highs. I think personally, depending how the market goes, it could be a decent level for you to potentially target if the market did allow, but we've also got another level there. So if you look at this, so this is quite a decent area to look at. So if you look in, we had a nice support bounce there, a support bounce here, multiple rejection bounces, a rejection there. As you can see, it is a clear confluent area which has a lot of liquidity in that range. So that's pretty much bang on 65 cent. So that's two levels now below where we could potentially look at buying. So currently, if we look at this move in terms of Fibonacci, so we'll go from a bottom there to the top. We've actually come down. We've been using this 618 level as support, and then we've banged this 786 level to an absolute T in terms of buy zone. So if you are looking to buy, and in my opinion, I think you should start laddering in from this region here at 68 cent, and I would ladder orders all the way in down to this 50 cent region here. I think that's a good level, so potentially maybe 3 to 4 orders at 68 cent, 64, and then just keep tapping them down, and don't deploy everything here. I mean, we've still got this level down here at 51 cent, which could be hit if Bitcoin does take a tumble, because who knows, you never, when Bitcoin does hit that cycle top, it has been known in the past twice, in fact, to retrace 85%. Bitcoin's not done that, so we just have to be wary of that as well. Personally, I don't see it. I think it's going to play out a bit different this time, and it has already. I mean, Bitcoin itself, it's had 2 peaks. You don't really seem to get that in previous bull runs. It's just been a massive spike to the upside and then a long gradual sell-off. So I'm more inclined to think the markets will be stagnant for a while this Ukraine-Russia war is going on, and also a lot of the global economic systems are just battered at a minute due to COVID-19. So it's been a strange few years, and definitely financial markets have really felt the brunt of that. So that's why I'm a little bit indecisive to what was going to happen, but I'm still more in favour of pushing the upside, because we've had look at since April, it's just been downwards ever since. I know Bitcoin did go on to create new all-time highs, but yeah, it's nothing too major. I know 69k seems a lot compared to what it was, but for me, I think it's got a lot more legs than that. And with that, whatever Bitcoin does, unfortunately, the rest of the market follows it for now. That's how early we are in this market. And XRP will do the same. If Bitcoin pumps, it will follow it. If Bitcoin dumps, it will follow it. So that's why I mentioned these levels down here. And also, if you're looking for extra levels to place, you can also use these extensions on the Fibonacci. So 31 cent, 7 cent. I don't think that's going to happen, -5 cent. But you know what I mean? Some levels there just to monitor. Levels to accumulate in next 100, which I'm really considering, because obviously you need to sell them that way up. Don't just get into that mindset of that buying assets and holding them forever is a way to make money. I mean, it can if the market does well in that favour, but profit is king. So let's look at a major resistance level. Right, watch all these wicks out of count there. There's 2, 3. There's all the top of that move, all of this bottom move, all the way through. You can see that is a clear level of support and resistance. So that, in my opinion, is a good level to start taking some profit. Only if you're looking to maybe accumulate or just take some off the table in general. You need to skim profit off, even if it's 5% of your bag. It's a level that you can target. So that is a first level. Personally, I would look to take profit between 90 and 95 cent. I think it's a good level to accumulate. Whether we blast right through it and continue up to this next level of resistance around here is unknown. But remember, the markets are very, very wary at the minute. So if you're looking to go even a bit of a swing long position, that's going to be a great place to definitely take some profit. So what we've done there, we've covered some buy zones and we've laddered them in all the way from that 68 cent region all the way down to 50 cent. And then that's a first sell level, which we would target. I will try and cover this more on a weekly basis. So if we do get to that level before next week, I'll jump on and do some more price analysis. But like I say, uncertain times. A couple of indicators we need to keep an eye on: the moving averages. So I use a 50 and a 20. And we did have a good rise here from those lows back in January. We've pushed up, and we've, as you can see, we've already rejected off the area. That's a good rise, that by the way. I must have missed that, but look at that bottom. We did a 68% move. That's just absolutely astonishing. So that rejected off there, coming back down. We have had a bearish cross followed by a bullish cross. As you can see, we had a bearish cross here when the 20 goes through a 50. We had a bullish cross, but then the price action rejected straight away, and we had a bearish cross. So currently we are in a bearish phase. For any bullish price action, the price needs to be trading back above that moving average 50 on the daily time frame. If it does get above there, then I think things will be back on, and we will start to really regain some market momentum. One more thing, for major bullish price action, we need to get back above this 200 here. This is that 200 daily moving average. Usually, when the price action is bullish, you're always above that level. Same here, always above it, and we are below it, so it's bearish. We need to get back above the 50, retest that. Look at that. We probably will next time we break up, reject off there at about 94 cent. That's probably an area where you will look to take some substantial profit. So 200 daily moving average, we need to get back above that, and that's at 94 cent. But all in all, the market's here, like I say, it's tough at the minute. It's hard. There's not as many people in the space. There's not much viewing going on. There's not much searches of Bitcoin. It's just a bit of a crazy time. But whatever happens, Bitcoin will always win. And whether the cycle starts back tomorrow in a bullish phase or in 2 years' time, I'll still be here. And you should be too, trying to make some money in this space, because it's definitely the best industry out there. So that's going to do it for today. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button. I'll catch you next time.